Peace. Peace. God's first. Peace to all human families of the planet Earth, otherwise known as civilized people, also Muslims and Muslim sons. Today's mathematics is knowledge, and as we know, knowledge is a degree of activity that exists within the mind. So we know that knowledge is also the food that thought feeds upon, because in order to think a thought, you must have knowledge of what you were thinking. You know how people be like, oh, I don't know what I was thinking. Of course you knew what you were thinking. You just didn't process or comprehend or maybe care about the consequences of your thoughts, which were followed by your actions. So we know that before we move, we think. We do the knowledge before we wisdom. You know what I'm saying? So that can save your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, knowledge means to look, listen, and observe. Also to respect. So just like something simple as you teaching a baby how to cross the street. You tell the baby, look both ways before you cross the street. You know, look all ways before you cross the street. You know what I mean? And that way they'll look, listening, and observing to what's around them, seeing that the cars are coming. That way, before they move, they don't get hit, because they'll see or know whether a car is coming or not. See how basic knowledge can just save your life? You see what I'm saying? Now, had they not did the knowledge and they didn't look, listen, and observe to themselves crossing the street, could have got hit by a car and lost their life. So you see how basic, simple knowledge will save your life. You know, another, example I'll be using is, a man, you know what I'm saying? We be the knowledge, and we see a woman or wisdom, and, we want to go and draw up that understanding, but we gotta first do the knowledge to see, hold up, does that wisdom have a knowledge? Is she with her man? Is she with a man? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do the knowledge first, because you can now cause a conflict that is unnecessary to be caused had you did the knowledge to see whether that woman had a man or not. You know what I'm saying? Or whether that wisdom was accompanied by her knowledge. See what I'm saying? Then you would have drew up the understanding in your mind, like, oh, okay, they're together, so she has a man, so, let me fall back. You know what I mean? That's not for me. So, see what I'm saying? Like, basic knowledge, you know what I mean? Doing the knowledge, look, listening, and observing. So as we say, knowledge is symbolic to the sun, for it shines for the sole purpose to build or destroy in life. So you see, I got my universal flag here upon my crown. You know what I'm saying? And you got the 8 points around the sun, showing and proving that the sun is shining for the sole purpose to build or destroy in life. You know what I mean? And that sun is also symbolic to the knowledge, because as the sun shines and reflects off the moon, you see also that the stars do the same thing that the sun do. They shine and they radiate that light. So they learn from the grand sun, and they, duplicate the same understanding. So same thing is how, the knowledge of man reflects through the wisdom of a woman, because once he teaches her a knowledge, she'll start to reflect different ways and actions, or add on to her ways and actions, which she may have already been reflecting. You know what I'm saying? But the knowledge or the education, the root word of education is educe, which means to bring out from within. So what the power of the knowledge of the original man does is, when he teaches the woman, is he brings out from her what is already actually within her. You know what I'm saying? And she shows and proves that the wisdom that she's manifesting is in tune with the knowledge that came from her original man. This is why a woman will allow a man to guide her. You know what I'm saying? If she's a responsible woman, she'll allow a responsible man to guide her. You know what I'm saying? Because men are known to be the knowledge and provide the guidance, you know what I'm saying, for a woman or for the family. So, that's the science on that. So, today's mathematics being knowledge, I just wanted to build on, the basic principle of the universe. Like I said, knowledge is a degree of activity that exists within the mind. Some people's degree of activity may be more increased, some may be more less, increased, or whatever case may be. So in other words, everyone's at their degree of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? In the Nation of God's Earth, we study 120 degrees of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? in which we show and prove to be right and exact through our consistent study, through our showing and proving, through our manifestation of the knowledge, through our wisdom, which is not only our words, because anybody can quote lessons, anybody can quote degrees, but now after we quote these degrees, we follow out the degrees through our way, through our wisdom, through our ways and actions, you know what I'm saying? And showing and proving and bringing about the understanding. Like, yo, that God, that knowledge he was building on, yo, I be seeing him doing what he was talking about, you know what I'm saying? Word. Yeah, you know that law stuff he be talking about and all that? Yo, I heard his court case that he put up on the Facebook. Yo, he go up in there talking what he be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, word, he be carrying it out. He don't get afraid in front of the judge. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, it is what it is, man, because I bear witness that my flag has 22 points. You know what I'm saying? 8 points on the sun, 7 points on the sun, 2 points on the moon, and 5 points on the star. So that's 22, and that's wisdom, and that's victory. Showing and proving that my flag is victorious. The universal flag is victorious. This flag, designed by Universal Sham God Allah in 1966, ordained by the Father Allah in 1967. You know what I'm saying? Now, the point of me bringing up the fact about the victory and the flag is that I stand upon that, and therefore, you know, that victory being wisdom. So, you know, wisdom, when your wisdom, right, when God's wisdom rises over the devil's wisdom, is where you show and prove culture. You know what I'm saying? And you show